Welcome back to the channel, Pokemaniacs. We're kicking off today with some collectible news, as we always do. We got some good stuff here with Zeraora potentially coming to the Jazwares 6-inch super articulated line. I don't exactly know where these photos originated from, so for all I know they're fake, but if these are real, the articulation on this figure, and like, it just looks so good, like with the fingers being able to be articulated, the feet have all sorts of new points of articulation we haven't seen on other figures. So it's looking really good, and I know there's a lot of Zeraora fans out there, so hopefully this comes out soon. I don't have like a date or anything on it yet, but just kind of weird these photos popped up online randomly. And speaking of popping up, we actually have some new battle figures popping up in Australia, which Australia usually is a little bit behind some of the other regions, unfortunately, but we have the new wave featuring figures like Butterfree, Tyrunt, Primeape, and that really cool Rotom. Those were found at Australian Target. I didn't know they had Target in Australia. I'm very cultured, apparently. And then Nostalgic Adam also saw pop up at their Walmart. The Tauros and the Blaziken battle figures popped up there. I love seeing that. I need to chase me down a Tauros. I love Tauros. And while I was out and about doing my own hunting, I did run into the re-release of the Garchomp battle figure and the Infernape battle figure. I've yet to find a single of the super articulated Garchomp, I don't know, that's supposed to have been released, but I think maybe these are getting pushed to April at the Entei as well. So we'll see if those super articulated figures show up. All we've been able to see is the 2-packs featuring Charizard and the Garchomp, so I don't know. Let me know if you've seen the single pack of Garchomp anywhere. For my fans of the Mega sets, the little like buildable, almost Legos, they're not Legos. There's new collections that popping up at Sam's Club. So this is a 3-pack featuring Eevee, Pikachu, and Piplup. Really not a bad deal for 3 of these figures that coming in at $40. Then hot off the truck over at Entertainment Earth, we do have a new Nano Block figure that was released. This is the Rayquaza Nano Block set. This guy comes in at 240 pieces and stands at 3 inches tall when it's fully assembled. And I forgot to mention this in the last video, but the 10-inch Cresselia Funko Pop, that accidentally got released. Some people were able to pick it up. It's pretty sweet, but it's actually going to be coming out the street date on April 26th. So we're still just over a month out, but you never know. You might still be able to find some that are accidentally put out. They are at Barnes & Noble. On the English Pokemon Center, we did get a couple new things this last week. First up is the Jumbo Pikachu. This Pikachu is 26 3/4 inches tall and releases mid-September. It does run $200 though. So the listing states that it's one of the biggest Pikachu plushies ever, but you let me know, like, are you interested in products like this? I don't know. It's giant Pikachu. I mean, coming from the guy who has a Build-A-Bear giant Pikachu right there. We also got our next figure in the Pokemon Delicious Adventure line. Love the name of this thing, but this is the Johto Rage Candy Bar Break figure featuring Togepi vibing out with an old boombox and a Rage Candy Bar. The figure is 2 1/4 inches tall and 4 inches wide, and still in stock at least the time of filming for $15. Fans of the Pokemon Scale World figures, we're getting re-releases of the legendary beasts. So Raikou, Entei, and Suicune are back, and the actual heights compared to each other, unlike the Jazwares figures that the super articulated ones where the sizes are a little off, seems to be like the biggest gripe from people. So if you want those more size accurate figures, they're not as big, but those will be coming up soon. Also coming soon, we have a new Quaxly model kit. Fully assembled, it'll be about 3 1/2 inches tall, and no links yet on this one, but once I do get them, I'll make sure to post them up in a video. This way you guys can pick them up if you want to. And if you need more Quaxly, there is a whole collection dedicated to the guy over at the Japanese Pokemon Center. This is the Lost Quaxly collection, releasing on April 6th. It includes things like some plushies, which I love that it's got the messy hair plushie, some trays for different items, some floating bath toys, a bath mat, a reversible bucket hat, foldable comb, a post-shower headband, mug, stickers, keychain, and some acrylic charms, which this whole thing's a really fun collection, and I love seeing that messy hair Quaxly, like just like out of the shower, he's all like so good. In a different collection at the Japanese Pokemon Center, we have a whole line of Pokemon Cafe items, all themed around kind of like that Japanese tea kind of theme, but everything is Poltergeist and Sinistra. So there's a Pokeball teapot, a tray, some utensils, there's a cushion to sit on, and some other accessories that kind of fit this whole Japanese tea time theme. And there's even a hair clip and some acrylic charms in the set. I love the theming on this one. like 10 out of 10. There's also a new line of plushies coming to the Japanese Pokemon Center. This is the Mochi Richi plushies, featuring Pokemon like Togepi, Marill, Whismur, and Charjabug. This set of plushies releases on the 30th and probably won't release outside of Japan, I think. So I'll link those down below if you want to import any of them at this time. But yeah, I don't think they'll come out in English. Now this is really cool. The music brand Korg, they're coming out with a whole Pokemon line of products to do instrument tuning and vocal pitch training. Kind of a niche item. I don't have links to it, but I don't know, maybe if you're taking a trip to Japan or you have an importing service, it'd be a really cool item to have, like just something really unique for the collection. In card news, Temporal Forces was released this past Friday officially. Let me know how your hits have been so far. Off to a pretty strong start from my side, but I'm always interested to see how you guys are doing with your cards. And as you are picking up new packs, Vaultex has their new Temporal Forces binder up for pre-order. This is the first edition version of it, which just means it'll have like a little first edition logo on the inside cover. But it's a really great binder. It all comes themed to the colorways of the set. I've got tons of these things. It is my binder of choice. And I have a link down below. Use my code at checkout. You'll get 10% off if you're needing to get a binder for the set, or any of the sets if you're just looking for some binders. And as you are building up that collection of packs to open up, be mindful of the promo cards that are available at GameStop, EB Games, and Best Buy, all depending on your region. So GameStop and EB Games will have Koraidon with the stamp of that store on the bottom right corner of the image. It's not my favorite thing, but whatever. And if your Best Buy somehow actually gets the promo cards for these things, they should have the Miraidon with a Temporal Forces stamp on that corner. My Best Buy never gets anything, so that's why I'm like a little bitter about it. Then over in Europe, you guys are actually getting your own special promos as well. The Koraidon will actually come with the Temporal Forces stamp, and then there's also a Jumbo Iron Crown promo available. So call ahead, check your different like hobby shops, card shops, just in case, and double check that inventory. Then coming soon on June 7th, we've got new mini tins coming up. These are the Vibrant Paldea mini tins. Each one of the tins coming in at the new typical $9.99 per tin, but still a great deal for 2 packs of cards. And inside you'll get a sticker sheet and an art card. It's also a great deal to come back on the next video because these are free. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so you catch all of the videos. Hit the like button on your way out, maybe share it with a friend. Check out any of these past videos in case you missed some, maybe catch up on some of the figure news. Take care of each other out there, and I'll see you very soon on the next one.